first.
And to get in the chair, before we start, let's do a clap of some kind.
You got a clap.
All right, and that is, well, the page is like, that's pretty good. So we can keep it roughly there, will be good.
Okay.
All right.
Nice. You
All
got
right.
a pen? Yeah. Oh,
All right, let me add a timer and then we can,
right.
I've already recorded, I'll just crop it out. I know how to make this work. This will be all we can count later. All right, 2 minutes. That can get there, that's fine. That gives us an idea of what the top is. All right, we're gonna get started. All right, so we're gonna be designing a Super Mario Brothers level, or at least broad outlines of it in 15 minutes.
Right.
So when you think about a Super Mario Brothers level, what do you imagine?
Pipes.
All right, so
So a flat line, I guess.
should we start with a flat
And
line?
maybe there's the above ground and underground. So
All right, so maybe we divide the space into two ways, and we can always go up and down from that, right? All right, so we know the pipes lead us
Right.
underground, so.
perhaps I should have the end as well.
Oh yeah,
the
so
flag.
put the flag there. Yeah, you gotta have the flag.
The flag and castle.
So we're definitely going 8-bit with the castle. All right. So there's also sort of if we're thinking about Mario, there's also this sort of
Like
idea
a ramp.
of there's like a top and there's like a way to get there. So the question is like, should it just be stair step? Should we have some kind of obstacle there?
Let's leave it blank for now.
Because I guess we want that to be related to what the
Right.
first level is.
Right.
All right, so if we're going to have an underground, then we need to have pipes. So when do they go? Do they go underground immediately, or is there above ground, below ground?
I think it's like above ground, below ground, maybe even underwater or something.
Oh yeah,
Underwater,
this
underground.
this could be underwater.
Yeah.
Right? So I guess the question for me is, this is time almost, like the progression of the level. If you're always moving to the right, Mario moves to the right.
Right.
Like that big. So is there above ground for a while, and then you go underground for half?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So we'll just delineate that way, so we have an idea. Although this is obviously not a great scale, this is a very short level.
I mean, something that's interesting to me as well is, well, you can also go to the sky, kind of. Sun. Like Mario never goes backwards. I've always wondered what happens if you actually have like this forward, backward kind of. I mean, you can go forward and backward, but the screen doesn't go back with you. So almost what happens if you can actually backtrack through the level?
I mean, because we're using this paper, we kind of have the flexibility of
Right,
it. So
exactly.
let's treat that as a constraint, so we can make use of the paper for this.
Okay.
So it's possible that you could progress above ground, go below, and then move maybe this way, and then come back up at the end.
Yeah.
Then we would get more of this vertical, this sort of horizontal space. So we move the, so maybe we have a pipe here.
That goes.
This is
back up.
this is the out pipe.
Yeah. Maybe it goes to the sky of this one, so that we make use of this space as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can draw the vine.
Yeah. Oh, so instead of it being a pipe, it's actually a vine leading from the ground.
Oh yeah. I guess the vine is coming out from.
So we could.
It's fine.
So what will prevent them from jumping off the vine and not going up? So we have to think about. So we don't have to define exactly what that is, but we have to think about keeping them from.
Yeah.
And also, if they can't backtrack, we have to think of a reason for them to not. So this is almost like a column, right?
Right. I mean, you could be like a wall that you cannot pass.
Okay.
There's a brick
Yeah,
wall or
let's do
something.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, it works. So we'll just say the platform is here. And it's possible when the camera appears that it'll just sort of define this as
Right.
like. That seems pretty well understood as like being like,
Yeah.
you shall not pass.
We shall not pass, exactly. Yeah, why don't we do this? Why don't you flash out the underground a little bit and I do the above, the sky a little bit, and then we can
Yeah,
come
that's,
back and have a
that's,
look at
that's,
it.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Then we can see where it goes. So I'm gonna have a pipe go down, and then I'll go from there.
Right.
So, let's see. So I'm actually going to cheat. Pipe coming out here. Right now I'm looking at what you're doing, so I'm curious like what trying to think of what the unifying theme of it is. Because obviously underground looks different from above ground, but
Right.
I would want it to like make sense spatially
Right.
so that it's not a disconnect, I guess.
I'm almost thinking of like a rope-like thing where you can actually fall, and then like maybe like an obstacle that's here repeats as an obstacle that is above ground. So like if there are spikes over here, then if you fall, you land on those spikes, something like that.
Like Mario, or Mega Man. Just like this. This. Yeah, Mario's so like I started to draw Mega Man sort of progression of falling and like going back and forth, or Metroid or another platformer type. It's not Mario to like. Obviously, you have to go underground because there's just no other way to get to the levels. You have to. So you're thinking about going up and then back around. And are you gonna have to ride the bullet bill to get?
Maybe I was thinking kind of like, you know, Maple. I don't know if you know Maple Story.
I used to play Maple Story a long time ago. It's
Like
such a great
you know the jumping quest, the quest where it's all about jumping and platforming.
I vaguely remember.
Like
that.
they give you really tiny platforms and
Yeah,
you have to like jump. So I was thinking something like that where you have to jump and it just gets smaller and smaller and you get up.
So a lot of Super Mario Maker levels do this thing where, and the thing that's nice about this, and also painful, is that if you fall here, you're not
Right.
actually going to die. You're going to fall back to the beginning.
To the beginning,
and
yeah.
you're like, ugh.
So there's something interesting in that, I think, almost.
It does add tension to do that.
Like possibly even having like, you know, an Easter egg over here.
Yeah.
Like if you fall over here, you get like this like incredible power thing.
But normally the camera would be aligned to here,
Right.
so you wouldn't see it. So you'd have to. So one thing that could be possible is to show it earlier, to be like, but you can't reach it, so
Right,
they're aware.
if you zoom, yeah.
So if they're somewhat aware of where they are spatially, then they would notice that they could fall.
They could fall.
And in
yeah.
a way, like having falling here teaches the player that you can fall to see something. So really what this
Right.
suggests to me is that there should be something immediately here that's like a power up.
Yeah.
So when you fall, you see it, and then you
come down, you don't see it, but you know it's
there.
It's
So
there.
so then when you for this later, then now they're able to like,
right.
because that's sort of, if I see something, that means I could reach it.
Mm-hmm.
So they jump down this way. Some turtles here. needs to be something there to sort of immediately get your attention. It's something you have to deal with. In another level, they do this trick where they put the ceiling really low so that the jumping on is actually difficult, so maybe just make it a little lower. And it feels like a smaller space.
That's a good idea. I think I might
So I might actually
mirror that.
move the pipe here. And this is just totally like inaccessible space. So this is one is still leading to here. So it doesn't actually map perfectly.
Right.
But now that we've described this relationship with space, I mean, in actuality, this would actually be slid over, so it wouldn't break that rule that we've established. So I've just justified what I've already done.
Yeah.
I can't erase it.
It's fine. This is a sketch.
Yeah, that's true. The stakes are not very high. Very low. Here. Since you're hopping down, you can't go straight down now, so.
Right.
There's some things to explore here. So that's wide open space. Kind of. Really good run and jump. So if we put, it's right at the bottom, we can have some hits. A little flying turtle.
The one that.
Jump on the flying turtle to get over the gap.
Oh, nice.
This could be fire or something. A turtle flying over fire. This is a masochistic turtle. And I would probably put a power up in here. So that if they fail, they can still recover.
You can still recover, yeah.
So there's no power up here and they just die. Or maybe the power could be here to reward you for your effort.
Right.
Which put points at least. Doesn't have the coins, actually. Because if you put solid bricks over that, then no mushroom can emerge.
So I'm almost wondering, like, this idea of falling, like if like these are all one block elements, but some of them have spikes. You have to avoid.
Yeah, this is getting more Mega Man all the time.
Right. But maybe maybe instead of being so cruel, you have like the disappearing block. Kind of like it disappears like milliseconds after you touch it, and so you have to like hop off quickly. So it's not so much like a roguelike.
It's hard to know the right amount of difficulty when you're blocking it initially.
There's a Super Mario Frustration. Have you seen a video for that?
Which one?
It's called Super Mario Frustration, the level.
Yeah.
And it's like invisible blocks and like
Yeah.
this random stuff happening.
I've seen levels where they design the game to where it's like there's a coin, but if you touch it, it kills you, and if you touch the spikes, it gives you a power up. Like it's something out.
Something like that, yeah. I feel like
What is happening here?
the one the water feature is in the middle here with the piranhas jumping out.
It's here. Truth, I guess. Hunt. Put it up there. Maybe the turtle. So I needed to get enough boost to get up there.
Oh, nice. It's using the enemies as part of the platform.
Well, it's also training them for precision jumping,
Yeah.
where they can fail. because here the price for failure is
Right.
very high.
It's very high.
So I want them to have practice
With precision.
with precision jumping before they have to do it. Even if they've done it before, just their mind's sort of in, I guess.
Yeah.
It seems to feel right.
You know, looking at the sky level, I almost think that there could be something funny whereby the ramp isn't a ramp. It's just a wall which they cannot pass. So in order to get to the flag, they actually need to jump from here. And when they
Yeah.
come all the way here, they're like, what?
They're just
What?
then you have to jump all the way back up.
You have to jump all the way back up and then come
Oh
down.
my goodness.
Just to get to the flag. Maybe let's
So then you can double dip on this, so they have to go through
Right.
it twice, and then when they go through the second time, they're like, I know better, and they jump. And then
Right.
in a future level, if they do that, they just die.
Right. Yeah.
Because
Well, they just get stuck.
we're thinking of the Super Mario frustration level of difficulty.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we're out of time actually.
Cool. Should we just go ahead and just finish this?
So we'll just assume.
So I'm just gonna draw on this.
Just do the quick things to connect it. This. Can't get up here. They can. This needs to be high enough to where they can just. So they could jump here and get up here. So there needs to be like a similar wall sort of connecting it in some way. So that they can't get up there, otherwise they would jump up and just be like, where do I go? Or they could jump up and find their way back up, which would be better, but it would take a long time. So that's
Line.
fine.
Nice.
So there still needs to be something here to do, but
Yeah. So I just added the ramp. I thought it would be fun if they go up and they hit a wall. Instead of just hitting a wall straight away.
That's very subversive because you start and you're like, all right,
Yeah.
great. And then
You see the wall.
I like it.
Cool.
So we didn't solve how we're getting here, but we'll just assume they're starting here.
Yeah.
Start.
Start. Alright. Start.